Peace, family. It's the man with the plan, Daniel Shane, here with POC Undivided, and today I'm going to be going into Black Economics 302. The title of this video is Getting Started in Real Estate. All right. So this is actually a follow-up video to the last video I did, Black Economics 301, the importance of real estate. In the last video, I talked about the importance of real estate, just kind of a motivational video to kind of get you guys, get in the right mindset, get you thinking in the right direction as far as getting involved in real estate. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually talk about how to get involved in real estate. I'm going to be touching on those kind of things, how to get involved in real estate, and the 3 things necessary to get involved in real estate. All right. So we're going to start there. All right. So let me go ahead and start out by putting this disclaimer out there that the 3 things that I'm going to mention in this video, they're not necessarily a requirement to be in real estate. They're just more of things that you want to have when you get involved in real estate. Okay. All right. Think of it like this. You want your options available to you. You want to have, free reign to make whatever decisions you want to make when you get into a field like real estate. I mean, think about it. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. You don't want to be limited to what you can get into when you're in this industry. All right. If you see a good deal, you want to be able to jump on it. All right. And if you don't have a sufficient amount of one of these things, then chances are you're not going to be able to jump on at each and every deal or on all the deals like you would want to. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead and start with the first thing that you want to have available when you get into real estate. Okay. And the first thing that you want to have available is you want to have some good credit. Now, I know a lot of people were suspecting I was going to say that, and you're right. I am going to say that. Okay. Good credit is not pivotal when going into real estate, but it is something that you want to have. Okay. You want to have good credit going into real estate. Okay. And the reason for it is, just like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you want to have your options available to you. You don't necessarily need good credit to get into real estate. But when you have good credit, the more deals are available to you. And I'll give you a good example of this. All right. Like, for example, a lot of real estate is controlled by what's called an HOA. Okay. A homeowners association. And in some HOAs, they have different requirements, okay? Some of them require that you have no felonies. Some require that you have this. Some require you have that. But a lot of HOAs have a requirement that you have to have whatever plus credit score. Some of them do. Not all of them, but some of them do. And just by me telling you that, you can pretty much see the direction I'm going in. Okay. If you have a low credit score, that immediately disqualifies you from buying property in those areas. Okay. You want to have your options available to you. If your credit score is low and you know that now you can't buy property in this area and you got a deal on a house in this particular property, but now you can't get it because of a low credit score, that's a problem. So let me just clear the air. If you have bad credit, get your credit together. It's more than beneficial to you it's beneficial to you in more than one way. All right. That's one example. Okay. Another example of why you got to have your credit together. And I'm going to do a video about, why the importance of credit in a separate video. But to touch on this some more a little bit briefly, another reason is you need your credit score. You need a high credit. First of all, in order to apply for, unless you got hundreds of thousands of dollars available to you at this very moment, all right, you're going to have to apply for what's called a home loan. For a home loan, you need a good credit score. And I think that's pretty much apparent at this point that you're going to have to apply for a mortgage, and that's necessary for you to have a good credit score to apply for a mortgage. So that's just another reason. But on the back end, the credit also comes in handy because as a contingency plan, let's say you're able to get into a mortgage with not good credit, which you can get into a mortgage with no good credit. But let's say you get into one. Okay. Let's say you get into that property. All right. What would you do if something happened to that property? You didn't have any money. You took all your money and you invested it into the property itself, but you don't have any money after that. Okay. If something goes wrong with the property or something needs repair, Okay, let's say you got some plumbing work. It's $10,000 to repair the plumbing work. Okay, and then afterwards you can sell the house for $200,000, but you need access to the $10,000 so you can sell it for the $200,000 and make the profit on that. Okay, but you don't have the $10,000. Well, that credit comes in handy because now, even though you spent all your money getting into the property, you still have the $10,000 in credit that you can use to repair or use it for whatever you needed to do in order to complete that deal. So you see what I'm saying? The credit is like a contingency plan. Having available credit or having good credit, it opens the doors. It gives you your options. All right, so that you can make certain deals come to fruition, so you can make certain things happen. Okay, so I know I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but it goes without saying now that credit is very important. It's good to have when going into real estate. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to have. So the second thing that you want to have is actually some cash. You need some reserve income. Okay, you need a little bit of money to the side that you can use to put for the house, as far as the down payment, as far as closing costs. Okay, when you get into a property, all right, the first thing that your mortgage person is going to ask you when they're calculating your mortgage is they're going to ask you how much you have to put down. The more you have to put down, the better it is for you later on down the road. Okay, I'm going to just put it to you like that. You don't need a whole lot of money down. All right, you don't even necessarily have to have a whole lot of money down, because just like we were talking about the credit, if you have the credit, you can use your credit as your down payment. Okay, you can take out a cash advance from one of your credit cards or whatever it is. All right, and you can use that as a down payment on your credit card. That goes without saying. That's not a problem. Okay, so so you want to have some money to the side, set aside for your investment. Okay, and if you go back to one of my earlier videos, I talked about how if managing your personal finances. I talked about how you should be setting aside money for your personal finances every time you get paid anyway. So if you have some money set aside that you can reach to for your down payment, you should be in a pretty good spot right now. All right, so you want some money to put down, just so you know, when you're getting into a property. Usually, if you're going for an FHA loan, they usually want like 1%. For a conventional loan, they want about 5%. But it's good to try to get like 20% down, okay? Because there are some deals that you're not going to be able to get into with a conventional or FHA loan. Some people are going to want to buy, some people are going to want to just put you 20% down and go through another one of their lenders. And one of their lenders might want you to put down 20%. You know what I mean? So all in all, you want to have 20% down. So if you're trying to buy something that's like $100,000, that's $20,000 that you want to have. Mind you, again, you don't need that, but it is good to have. It is good to have. The more money you have, the better position that you're in. And the best, you want to get yourself in the best position possible in order to buy. All right. So you see what I'm saying? You want to have some money to put down because that's more favorable for you later on down the road when you're getting ready to buy the house. And also when you're negotiating the terms of the mortgage. Okay. Because the better your credit score is, the more money you have down, the better your leverage. So now you can walk into the bank and you can negotiate with them what kind of interest rate that you want on your mortgage. Okay. And, just so you guys know, when you get in a mortgage, okay, they'll give you an interest rate that might seem low. Okay. To a lot of people, 6% on a mortgage doesn't sound too bad. 6%, hey, that ain't bad at all. Okay. But just so you know, 6% is high as hell. Okay. 6% is the equivalent to maybe about 30% on a goddamn credit card. Okay, because if you're paying 6% on a mortgage, on $100,000 mortgage, I mean, come on now. Again, that's a lot of money. Okay, so you want to kind of get these lenders to lower their interest rate. And if you have good credit score and if you have some money down, you can negotiate those kind of things. All right. So that's the second thing, all right? That's the second thing. You want to have your money. You want to have your credit in order, all right? You want to have those two things together. But this third thing to me is the most important thing to have ready when you're going into real estate, okay? And this third thing that you want to have, all right? Like I said, most important, the third thing you want to have is you want to have a plan, okay? Now, a lot of people are going to be like a little frozen by that, okay? But if you think about it, All right. It's the most important thing of all, because if you don't have a plan, if you don't know what it is that you want to do, all right, then you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to be looking around. You're going to be looking around. You're going to have a lot of money, a lot of credit, and you're going to be looking around. You're going to find yourself in a situation that's going to be not so beneficial to you. Now, mind you, you may own a piece of real estate, and that's a good thing. But it may be a piece of real estate that might not be so favorable. It might be something that's only worth $100,000, but you paid $200,000 for, you know? So that's definitely not the kind of situation you want to be in. You want to be in a situation where it's worth $100,000, but you pay $50,000 for it. Because at the end of the day, it's one thing to own real estate, but it's another thing to be profitable earning real estate. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to be profitable earning real estate. And the best way to be profitable earning real estate is to have a plan going into it. All right, so if you go into real estate saying, okay, you know what, I want to flip houses. Okay, you know what, I want to buy this house and I want to use it as an investment property or a rental property, and I want to rent it out. Or you buy this house and you say, you know what, I'm going to refurbish this house. I'm going to use it for this, or I'm going to use it for that. If you go into a property, or you go into your real estate venture with a plan in mind, okay, a winning strategy in mind, then that betters your chances of being successful or being profitable in real estate. Now, mind you, every plan is going to have holes, okay? Nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be impenetrable. And by no means do I want to stall your entrepreneurial spirit, okay? But I want you to go in with your feet fully under you and understand that you need to have some sort of idea of what it is you want to do in this field. Because there's just so many different things to do, okay? I mean, so many different things to do. Now, I mentioned flipping houses, but there's so much more than just flipping houses. I mean, you can go into property management. You can manage properties. I mean, so many different things that you could do within that industry, within that field. Mind you, some of them require certain licensing and things like that you have to get, you know. But this is all within the same field. All within the same field that have to do with real estate. You know? So have an idea of what it is that you want to do before you do it, and you'll be good, man. If you got these three things in order, you got your credit popping, you got your money together, you got a good plan, then you're ready to get into real estate, okay? You're ready. Okay? And we're going to talk about a lot of how to get these three things together. All right? That's a lot of what this channel is going to be about, how to prepare yourself to buy. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's ready to buy. But you can prepare yourself to buy, and you can do it within a year. You know what I mean? It don't take no hell of a 10 years or anything to be prepared to buy a house. All right, so, you know, that pretty much wraps it up. Shoot, if you guys got any questions, hit it up below. You could also email me, POCUndivided@gmail. You could also get me at POC on POC Undivided on Facebook, POC Undivided on More Us. But until next time, I will holler at you guys later. Peace.